Yeah, you're looking a little pale, Tyler.
Oh, there you go, Kevin. So one of the things I wanted to do is, again, try to catch up on some things we missed from the meeting with 7K, but also the sites that we were talking about for 7K are ready. And I know that Walter, you have access, and Tyler, you have access. So it was really important that you all knew what was where, and that's in your 4% office area. Now, I've sent you a video on how to navigate that. And so I'm going to show you what was prepared. And this is really, really good stuff, because the way the site is prepared is it explains everything where you don't have to, so that, and it's set up to, as you send it to a person, they can go right in and sign up. But it also has a rotator connected to it. And I'm going to show you what that means in a minute. So give me a moment. Let me share my screen here. Can you all see my screen?
Yeah.
So this is one of the sites here. And if you notice, it's talking about, first thing it talks about how to buy gold and silver at dealer direct pricing, no minimums, no middlemen, no fees. How to easily save your fiat currency in physical gold or silver every month on Autopilot, even if you're on a budget. And then it talks about how to earn the $500 to $7,000 a week. As we know, the majority of people coming into 7K is coming in to buy gold and silver. And this here is just a site with a video that explains the whole process of gold and silver and all of 7K. Now, the way this works is when a person puts in their email and click on watch video, you will get that email and you'll get it into your autoresponder or whatever. And I can give you all one of those, and you will be able to send them automated emails. Now I'm going to get those for you as well, so that they can be reminders should they just not look at the whole thing, but it'll always be a reminder to bring them back. And when they're reminded, a lot of times, I'm sure you all seen emails, people advertise and send you an email. And a lot of times it's the link that has the same site in it. In this case, it works both ways. What happens is, let's say a person doesn't decide, well, they say, well, I don't want to do it now, whatever. They'll get emails from you, but some of those emails will have this in it here. You can see this is a different site. This is what we call the tour site. This is a welcoming Autopilot, still talking about the same thing, shorter video, but it also goes into the company of 7K. That's why we call it the tour. And in that, it's introducing the company, headquarters visit, a interview with Jason, and then you can either join or go to the next product, go to the products. And here, there's a video explaining the products. Again, an interview with Jason. Then it talks about Sound Money. Now, this is the return email. So it's going into explaining what this is about. Again, giving people opportunity to join or continue on, just like the videos do, to the opportunity, the system, the testimonials, which the testimonials are great. Some of these people I know, so I know this stuff is what they're doing. But real short, nice testimonials. This comes in a return email. You usually don't get a secondary tour site where a person can really view what 7K is about with video explanation. So that is in your 4% site. That is available for you. Now, I want to show you something. Let me see here. Okay, I'm going to click on this join button and see if I can, hold on, let me get this out of here. I want to move, I got this bar in the way, so I want to move it. So we'll go to join, click here to create your 7K account. Now, I don't know, can you see my browser at the top?
Yeah.
Okay, see where it says CEO Stephen?
Yep.
Okay, hold on one second. Now, sometimes it takes a couple times for this to happen, but one second. Now you notice it changed the People's Depot. See, we have
Yes,
CEO
sir.
Stephen and People's Depot. You notice that? Can you all see that?
Yeah.
Okay. So what happens was that's a rotator. So when a person comes, if you set this up, let's say you're setting this up for your team, they'll click on the button, it'll go to one person's site. The next person that clicks on it, it'll go to another person's site. And another, it'll go up to 6 people. This will allow you to be able to send this out, advertise, or send traffic to it, and give everybody a chance to get a prospect, should you choose to do that. Or you can have it where it's just directly for yourself. Now, in this particular site, you don't have to capture a link. They're going directly to the sign-up page. The only thing you're going to see is the email from 7K. You have someone in your holding tank. That's what you're going to see.
You just have to be careful in regards to the automatic rotator though, because since it's such a strategic game, right? You want everybody to win. You want to make sure that you sort of have a little more control, unless you have things on automatic overdrive. You know what I mean?
Well, that's something you would set up. You would set it up how you would want to do it, and you would control it however you want to do it. Like, for example, if you knew that you're targeting signups for specific people, then that's when you would do it. And you would just let it do what it's going to do. You can't, but it's going to go directly into their inbox. You're not going to be able to intervene it unless you let it come to you and you call 7K support and you say, I want to take this and put this over here. And you could do that too. So that's there for you. That is in your inbox. That is there available for you. It is done for you, ready to go. All the instructions on how to set it up, and they're very simple, are there. And any assistance you need, I can give that to you.
Perfect.
So that's something that you have right there that's ready for you. So I wanted to share that with you so you know that that's up and ready. And there's also going to be another follow-up funnel that will be available this week that you also can put in an email so that you can continue to have a robust return. You don't want a week, like you can send an email, sign up for this, but you want a robust return. You want something with solid, concrete information that'll put it on the minds of people. And so that's what this system is designed to do.
Can you get the rotation, those videos that Kathy, the small snippets that are coming out, the 3-4 minute, the brand new videos into that?
You can't get it into the site because it's not designed to have that in there. It's not designed for that. You'd have to use a different format for that. This is only designed for this marketing system, the way this is set up. And keep in mind that the marketing system teaches them not only about 7K, but it teaches them where to get training from, because there's a whole list of training videos that is a part of this as well, that is in a simplified form that it will direct them to. So it not only sells the product, but if they choose to turn it into a business, it shows them where they can get the training to do that. So it's designed to market 7K on that aspect, but not picking up those new videos that you're talking about. That was supposed to be in the app. I think I forget his name, that said there will be in the app that day when we were there. That won't be, you won't be able to put that on there.
Hey, Steve, in regards to the, remember the leads, remember the 100 or I don't know, the tons of leads that haven't been converted yet. And when we were out in Vegas, you mentioned that there was a breakdown in the system, wasn't going to the right place. You said that's fixed. Can we get to guys like Tyler and Walter or whoever wants to step up? Can we get those leads to them so they can call up and follow up with them?
So the problem I was having was downloading them into a Excel file so that they can do that. I think I'm able to do that now, so I will be able to get that over. But that was the holdup, because you can't just go in the back office and just get them. It has to go onto you have to put it. You have to list them all out as too many to just pick them out.
Can you just take a picture for each page and send it to them?
You have to click like 100 different pages to do that.
Okay. We hate to see that money going down the drain, right?
Yeah,
it's a lot.
I could. Yeah, it goes to a file, and I think I've gotten that figured out, so I can get that out to them without any problem. So that was the hold up there, because that would be to do 100 pages like that. That would be very time consuming.
I'll get Tyler to come over to your computer.
And I can get him logged in, but that is not a problem.
Yeah, I can do it. Yeah, I don't know if you get my text right, but as soon as we get those videos from Kathy, I'll be able to get all those up on the site. And before we get off today, I was thinking on either tomorrow or Wednesday, whatever's easier for you, we got to sit down for like an hour and a half and get the content portion of the site kind of hammered out. So other than that, I've got everything completely done. All I got to do are little tweaks and get the content up.
Cool. Well, we're meeting at 11 today, right?
Yeah.
11, and then Wednesday. So today and Wednesday are the good days.
Perfect.
After the meeting, sometime after that Wednesday meeting, and then or today,
Yeah, Wednesday would be good. So we'll play it by ear.
Sounds good. So anyways, thanks, Steve. That was good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Got some good things that have happened in the past week. I know Kevin's on the line here. One of Kevin's guys is coming, looks like he's going to be coming on board with the team. So Kevin's going to be pretty well set up. And now we're just trying to sort of complete the picture here. Got another person we worked on Saturday. Guy was just ready to go on to he was just going to go buy this thing called Glint. Anybody ever heard of Glint?
No.
Some credit card form of gold and silver, and he was just about to do it. I heard some not good reviews about it though. I tried to look it up, and but he was gonna. I think he's coming down to 7K. He's got a bunch of people with money around him. He's a business owner,
Mhm.
A whole bunch of our products. So he's actually doing 4 things in the homes, which is what we like to do. I like to maximize. He's going to do he's going to do term life insurance, permanent life insurance with a single premium. He's going to do a fixed index annuity, and then he's going to do gold and silver. So that was sort of a nice 4 things, maximize everything we do. If you guys ever need help with anybody that's in the financial arena, it's a great way, because we end up getting gold and silver on the back end or on the front end. Doesn't really matter, but the bottom line is we help them with whatever their immediate needs are, and then we work from there, so things are really starting to fly. Kevin's going to be Kevin's line is looking pretty good. Obviously got Dan over there and Walter and everything, and so everybody, it's time for us all to start ranking up here.
Absolutely.
Do we have an update on Dan?
Yeah, how's he doing? Anybody know?
Is Walter on the line?
No, Walter lost connection a little while ago.
Well, let me, do we have a few more minutes? Like, we have like 5 minutes?
Mhm.
Yeah, of
Oh, yeah.
course.
I do. I mean, I don't.
So
Yeah,
I was away for a couple of days. I went to Louisville, Kentucky to do some advanced training on IULs and some software to help with that. One of the things they talked about that we talk about when people are going into retirement, there's 4 risks that we should talk about, right? One of them is market risk. So, look at the market right now. It's very volatile. We could be in a bear market where, if we're not there already, very, very soon, right? So there's a lot of volatility in the marketplace. We talk about income risk. Will I have enough, and how long will I outlive it? How long do I need it for? But one of the things we don't talk about enough when we're talking about retirement is the next 2 or 3, I should say. The next 2 would be tax risk. What are going to be my taxes? So when you talk about government spending, and this was really interesting, that taxes are do you think they're going to stay the same, go down, or go up in the near future? The triggered response is going to say, well, they're probably most definitely going to go up. Well, how do we avoid that then, right? And 7K, that's a perfect conversation, easy conversation on moving into that 7K gold and silver. But the next 2 I want to spend a little bit of time on is the one thing that we really don't talk about, or at least I haven't been so far, is legislative risk. And the lady pointed out to me, she used to work in Washington, and this is really interesting, that our retirement accounts are up for renewal every 2 years. Whether it be Congress or the presidency, Congress, the midterms or the presidency, right? Because the rules can change. They can change the rules at any time. They can, we like to talk about IRS code 7702 or cash value life insurance. It's a good place to hide money, to reduce taxes. They talk about, if this last bill just passed, they want to tax Roth IRAs differently. And they want to tax IRA accounts. That's our retirement. So it's interesting that they point out that legislative risk, and you talk about right side or left side or whatever that may be, but at the end of the day, our retirement accounts are not solidified. They're up for renewal every 2 years, depending on what they want to try and do. But knowing that they're spending a lot of money, chances are the rules can change, basically, is what I'm saying. And the last piece, which even this company didn't talk about, was debt and how debt affects retirement. So I say all that to say this: if you're having a conversation with people, whether they're approaching retirement or in retirement, 7K should be an easy conversation to have, because 7K addresses wealth accumulation, and especially and back me up on this, Ray, if you have a retired couple that doesn't need the money and they're having to take their RMD, required minimum distribution, wouldn't 7K be a good place to invest some of that?
Absolutely. Kevin, the great things you brought up too, because you're talking about on the legislation in regards to IRAs. I think we're going to see a huge wave of Roth conversions the minute they start talking about the increase in taxes, right? So, because people would rather pay taxes on the seed as opposed to the harvest, right? So think about this. Think about a combination. And I think Tyler, which is pretty cool, he's got a little bit of a leg up on some of us because he's being subjected to some things where we're able to roll over money into directed and self-directed IRAs, right? So the self-directed portion would be the gold and silver. You pay the taxes up front, right? So let's say, for instance, you had $100,000. I'm going to pay $20,000 in taxes up front. I'm going to move my 80, or I can move it over a certain amount of years. We can give them bonuses to make up some of the taxes,
Yep.
and then convert them into gold and silver or annuities. So now you got the safe money, which is in annuities for the money that's going to be in dollars, because we still need dollars for the time being. And then you got your sound money, which is the gold and silver, which could be, if we move it into the Roth IRA, all of it's going to be never taxed. Or it's never. I mean, it's already we're already to take the tax off the front end. So there's a lot of cool stuff coming down the road, but it's going to be during a shaky time period.
Also, one quick thing. Did anybody else see the news about Putin's health?
No,
I haven't seen it.
now?
It was leaked. Like, he got taken away a little while ago, like a month or two ago. He got taken away by doctors, right? And then this month, apparently, he has blood cancer. It got leaked by the Russian government. Somebody leaked it, but I don't know if that's fake news or real news. But if it is real news and he dies, it'll massively change everything. It'll be super bullish for the market. Everything will rebound, and people will go back to swirling their heads in the dirt. Just so you know, like, it will crash. Everything will crash, but it's just going to be like, oh, here's another Band-Aid. You know what I mean? So that's something to look out for.
Interesting. I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Also, thanks. That's good information. Also know that Danny on our team, he's not on the call, but he's our technical analyst along with Tyler. So the thing is he's watching the time periods when gold and silver are going to be their best buys. He's predicting it to come down more, which he very well could be right, because there's no resistance, right, Tyler? There's no resistance. So if next time the market comes down, it could come down into the teens, right? And
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
I'm watching.
It dipped.
That's fine.
Yeah. Mhm.
That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, it shouldn't. Let me check the daily.
I get 2 ounces for what I'm paying for one now.
Yeah, there was kind of a head and shoulders playing out in the daily for silver, but it seemed to have played out and it's already rebounded. The low it hit was 20.54, and now it's already back up to 21 and steadily climbing. But I don't know if it's going to get pinned back down at the $22 mark again, but we'll see. This is a good time to buy, though, if you guys haven't already kind of stacked up a little bit in your sound money wallet. Right now is a very good time to buy. We won't see this type of low again for a while based on the chart, unless it free falls. So you might want to wait to get a confirmation of the trend. So maybe until like it hits 22, and then it's confirmed it's not bouncing off the resistance level, because if it does, then it could hit 17, 16 around there.
Hey, Kevin, you're going to like this. You know how everybody talks about stocks and bonds, and bonds being your safe money, right? Which we know it's not necessarily true with the way things are going now with increased interest rates. I've been telling people that the sound money wallet is like the equivalent of the bond, in the past. So no reason to have money in your savings or money market. You need your checking account, of course, to pay your bills. But why? Let's put all your savings. Let's get your savings and money market into the sound money wallet, so you have choices to keep.
When is that going to be live, where you can convert it? When's it going to be live where you can convert it instantly?
Well, I mean, you can do all that right now. It's just a matter of the card. The just-in-time card will be in 3 months. But no, everything's.
Oh, just in time. That's what I was referring to.
Yeah, everything's available right now to swap into the sound money wallet, and then swap back to your bank account at X amount whenever you need it. But yeah, it's completely convertible right now.
Yeah.
So one more thing, I was just going through my notes here, that with the Trump tax cuts, they're set to expire in the beginning of 2026. So if they don't extend that, our taxes are going to go from 22 to 28%, just right there in 2026. So again, pointing out, I got some golden nuggets. I'll put them all on like a couple, bullet points on a piece of paper to have as a segue to have that start that 7K conversation. I'm trying to give you bullet points to talk about to get there to that 7K. But if it helps you, great. If not, use what's working.
Okay. So definitely, when you talk about taxes, that could be helpful.
The taxes are,
We have a conversation about taxes almost every other day.
Yeah.
So
to
if you
me,
have something to say, and that can lead into some of your products too, about it's easier with something that they're talking about than something that nobody's talking about and try to get them started. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At least for me, you know.
my opener is, interest and taxes are the killer of dreams. Are you paying an excessive amount? How do I get out of it? Avoid paying excess interest, eliminate your debt. So really, real easy conversation.
Yeah.
How do I, address taxes? Well, you want to pay taxes sometimes, always, or never. Well, never. Then move into never products. That's an easy conversation. 7K just always pops in my head because there's certain coins that you can buy. We talked about this, that you don't pay taxes on.
Right.
So
Good stuff.
it's a real simple process. Convert debt to wealth, convert wealth to lifetime income.
Absolutely.
All right, great call.
All right.
Yeah.
Kevin, I got your email, and Ray, that did come into me. I got it in my account the last 2 days. I'll talk to you directly.
Oh, and Kevin, is there anything you need from Ezekiel? I'm about to get into a call with him in 10 minutes. 20 minutes.
No, I got a call with him this afternoon.
Sounds good.
All right, gentlemen, I have to hop off. I'll tell everybody have a wonderful day.
You as well. Have a good one, Kevin.
Okay. Easy. Call later. All right. Thanks for coming, everybody.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
absolutely. And then Ray, I should be in the office by like 11:30. I have that meeting with Ezekiel and his team in New Mexico, and it's just a time difference.
Let's do 12. Let's do
Yeah.
12 because I have a 11:45 like quick conference call.
Yeah, that's totally fine. I'll see you at 12.
All right, sounds good.
Guys, later. Thanks for putting up with my problems today.
No, you're
I'm trying to
good.
work out the bugs by next week so we don't have a problem.
Yes, sir. I'll talk to you guys probably sometime this week.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.